Well, I guess after cleaning up all the puke, picking up the needles, and wheeling the homeless away, San Francisco looks like a brand new city. But what was up with all these Chinese flags lining the street? Did you see this? So there's an article about this at Breitbart. It says here, watch, Chinese flags line San Francisco streets for Xi Jinping's arrival. But seriously, what's with all these Chinese flags lining the street here? Now, I could go for maybe one or two Chinese flags, a banner in Chinese. And you should see the streets here. Not a piece of trash or homeless person to be found. Looks like a ghost town. Chinese flags parading through the streets of San Francisco ahead of President Joe Biden's meeting with Chinese President Xi have been met with backlash as videos circulate on social media. Oh, look, San Francisco turned into China for President Xi's arrival, the post-millennials Katie Daviscourt wrote on X, along with a video of Chinese flags lining the streets as Xi's motorcade drove by. This is absolutely incredible. Now, if Chicago could take the same effort here to clean up its streets, or maybe New York, wow. Then we could start, as Trump says, painting these streets with gold, paving them with gold, rather. Be the envy of everybody. Envy of everybody. What else does it say here? Quote, San Francisco looks so much better with Chinese flags. Not a single American flag or homeless person in sight, commentator Ian Miles Chong wrote. Or is it Chong? Chong. Forget my Chinese pronunciation here. As Biden and Xi have their first face-to-face meeting in a year during the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, or APEC Summit, held in San Francisco. Why do we need all these summits? Why don't we do this? Why don't we just trade with these nations at an arm's length and not have to be involved with any type of association or agreement? You trade with a nation at arm's length and you say, here are the terms. This is how it's going to be. And either they agree to it or they don't. If not, you go trade with somebody else. Because every time we get involved with these trade agreements, we get screwed. Let's admit it here, we get screwed as Americans. Barricades and fencing have been put up where homeless encampments once plagued the sidewalks. Boy, if they would have done that in Washington, D.C. 2 weeks ago with these pro-Palestinian protesters, and I have to applaud all you people who showed up yesterday to this pro-Israel rally in D.C. Now, I'm not anti-Palestinian here, okay? But the contrast, and I mentioned that in my video yesterday, the contrast between the pro-Palestinian protest and this Israeli rally. I don't see any videos out there of people were getting into fistfights with cops at the pro-Israeli rally, did you? And as it turns out, ladies and gentlemen, these rallies have been funded. They've been funded by some left-wing organizations. These two bigwig entrepreneurs, from what I was reading, pouring millions of dollars into some of these activist groups. I mean, worse than Soros. So this was posted by Inconvenient Truths by Jennifer Zeng, last name Z-E-N-G. Is this one of the important issues that the governor of California discussed with the CCP during his visit to China to prevent the public who are preparing to protest during Xi's visit from getting close to Xi's motorcade? We got a clip here. It says California Governor Gavin Newsom responded to the backlash at a press conference, saying, yes, it's true that San Francisco has been cleaned up for all those fancy leaders who are coming into town. Well, how about cleaning up your city, or having cleaned up your city beforehand for everybody who wants to come visit San Francisco? Because believe it or not, I've been to San Francisco. There are a lot of nice parts of San Francisco. It's actually a beautiful city if they learn to take care of it. Quote, because it's true, the progressive governor said, but it's also true for months and months and months prior to APEC, we've been having different conversations. Well, what exactly are those conversations, Governor Newsom? I'd like to know. Now, Biden and Xi's meeting is, quote, seen as a crucial step in restoring normal communications between the U.S. and China and to prevent the rivalry between the two countries from escalating. Well, there's a simple way to solve that. You get on the horn with these people and say, this is how it's going to be. Either you play by the rules, you play nice, you play fair, or you don't play at all. And we're not going to let you play. So, nah. Take that. So I thought I'd share this with you, talk about this. Again, story of Breitbart. Wanted to comment on these Chinese flags lining the streets in San Francisco. I mean, but it really looks like they did a bang-up job here of cleaning up the streets. It really looks like a scene you'd see out of a communist film, propaganda film. I mean, really. The streets are so clean. There's all these banners, all these Chinese flags. Hail to Z. Or is it Xi? Or Xi? Or Zizi? Well, whatever it is, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. You can also follow me on Instagram, hashtag Jason Composes. Just having some fun tonight. But you can find me at Instagram, hashtag Jason Composes, because I write music in my spare time. Or you can find me at X, Culture Confederacy, at CultureConfed1 on X. This is the Culture Confederacy saying peace out. Stay safe, everybody. God bless this thing called the United States. And you know how we do it here. This is where the past crashes with the present. I'll catch you next time. And you all have a great Wednesday night.